Hi and welcome to the latter stages actually of the first rack. It's more 9-ball action from the 2023 Derby City Classic. It's a round 14 clash between two giants of the game. Well, maybe not by stature, but certainly by ability. Alex Pagulayan and Fedor Gorst. Both players have a loss. I'm Mark White, and I must admit, it's a little bit cold in the booth today. It must be the freezer next to me. Scott Frost. Hello, Scott.
How are you doing, Mark? Great to hear from you, and I'm excited to do this match.
Yeah, sorry about we were a little bit late to the party. Scott and I were wandering down in the elevator, and all of a sudden we said, they've started, we were told. Thank God for text messages. We might have gone and got some breakfast first.
Yeah, and we got here as quick as we could. It looks like Pagulayan didn't get quite far enough, and this is game number 1, round number 14. So these guys are feeling it.
Yeah, it's win or go home at this stage. I believe there's about 6 players left now. Oh dear, and well, Alex with a chance to get off to a flyer, and he's given that one.
As in the back, as we see, they are not allowing the 2 to be racked in the back year.
Yeah, good point. And another rule, reason he really wanted to take this 2-ball on was because the 3-ball is nearby as well. It could basically just stop the cue ball. But he's going to be trying to find some cover here behind. Oh, he's playing a push out. I'm sorry. Apologies for that. Well, look at this, Scott. Well, he worked that out quite well, actually, didn't he? Got distance. Okay, a little bit thinking, a little bit too much. Maybe if it was against the shot clock, he might have made up his mind earlier. And, you know, trouble is with the more time is more things that you can do, and your head gets a little bit scrambled, maybe.
Well, look at this, and I agree with that. More time can cause problems. It can be your worst enemy. But at this moment, Alex might need a restroom break. He's missed the 9. He came up 9 early, in game number 1. And now he's whiffed the blue 2, leaving Fedor duck, goose.
Yeah, and you don't want to give this man at the table too many free goes, because we all know Fedor, in my eyes, top 3 player at the moment in the world, if not the top.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Fedor is up in the top 3. You couldn't call him the best player in the world. I don't believe. There's way too much talent with Filler and Shaw and all these other young guns out there, but he is definitely there, and I believe his mechanics are as sound as any mechanics I've ever seen.
Totally agree. The great Johan Reisink, you know all about this guy. He actually captained your team one year, didn't he? The Mosconi team?
As a matter of fact, Mark, I believe he's the last captain to win the Mosconi Cup. I am a big fan of...
Maybe one of the older youngsters, if I can say it like that. Bit more experience in the Mosconi Cup, etc. Winner of the Kremlin Cup, which was held in Fedor's home country. Russia, of course.
Yeah, and that's a great point. You can see a reflection of overlap into the 1 pocket. If you're a great player, you're going to go deep. And now all of a sudden you're deep into the 9-ball. You've got to wonder how these guys are feeling. Sewer serves me right. Otherwise, he'll come behind the 8, in my opinion. Now, let's see what he does. Okay, he decided to come behind the 8, used the 3 and the 8 as blockers. It created more distance, and the 4 might have Pagulayan cut off for the 2-rail dig kick. Wow.
There's your answer.
What a hit that was, Mark. I totally agree. I think it does even things out a little bit. You would have to admit that Pagulayan definitely moves better. He's more of a technician in the game, so there's a good possibility that shows up. But it isn't going to show up yet, Mark, because this was an amazing shot, and he played this. It caught the 4 just a hair.
Well, it's a mistake.
There you have it, Mark. A miss. Overcut this by a long margin, but kind of hit it on the pro side.
I just think if you're going to make it, go to make it. If you're going to play safe, play safe. If you play an in-between shot, you'll get an in-between result, which is exactly what he got there. He missed the pot. I think this goes off the 4 ball. I think he just checked this big pocket here I thought he was checking maybe for the 2 off of the 4.
It's possible. It's very possible. He could have played it that way and just mishit it. You'd like to think that he played the cue ball 2 rails behind the 3 and 4. Let's just hope that's what happened. Now, Fedor, can he play the 2 again past the 6, or does he have to play it in the side? And I can't fault him. He's closer to the 2 this time. Side's a big pocket. Well, this is 2 in a row, Mark, in the same pocket with the same ball, and he's kind of gotten away with it, but I really believe this time that Fedor is going to be behind the 8, unless Pagulayan decides to get a little frisky, but that 4 is laying a little funny.
Yeah, it's frisky without the F, isn't it? This is very risky. If he goes for that, it's kind of all in. So I think he's playing your first choice behind the 8 ball.
He's overhit it just a fraction, Mark. He's overhit it just a fraction. But nothing easy here for Gorst. Oh, and what a story I have from Thornburn, which we won't go into today. This was pretty well hit. And it's going to hold up, Mark. We're using 4 1/4 inch pockets this year versus 4 1/2. These tables have been played on all week long, and the pockets are holding up.
Yeah, and it could be one of the factors why we're getting so many late nights here at the Derby City Classic. Match is taking just that little bit longer. Pocket's not quite so forgiving. Yes. 8 blocking 1 pocket. I'm not sure. It goes in the side where the 4 is.
He's overcut it, Mark.
Well, Alex having a bit of a nightmare or an early morning mare here.
And you've got to wonder if that has anything to do with the guy he's playing. Is Fedor Gorst in his head? I know that a top player isn't supposed to think like that, but fatigue is a real factor, and sometimes a certain player or 2 can get to you.
Fedor is 22 years the junior to Alex Pagulayan, and you know as well as most, Scott, these long days at the table, you're hanging around, you're never really sure of what time you're playing, you don't know when to eat, you don't know when to go and have a shower. It's very, very, hard on the youngest of bodies, never mind a 45-year-old.
Yeah, no doubt. And right now I'm wondering if Gorst has the angle to drop to the short side of the 7 to play it in the lower side pocket, and he does, and it looks like the speed is there. What a play this is.
On a button. Beautiful.
Just wants to roll free of the 9. Does not want to be elevated over that 9. Anywhere past it, he will be good. Nice. Use the rail. Even better.
And I'm convinced that the stroke that he uses, he's so smooth, and he seems to hold on to the cue ball just that slightly bit longer than some players who've got more of a stabby hitting action. where he seems to, and I think that's why his positional play is so good. He's actually feeling all the shots.
Yes, he is, and his body movement is non-existent, and he goes all the way through the ball. Look at that Q-tip. Look at the finish, and look at the score. Fedor Gorst, 3 games
For the
0.
coach one day, and you got dropped, and you, along with a friend, nipped into a pool room, and from then on, pool was your game.
Yeah, that's the truth. I missed a practice due to an illness that my brother had in the military. Oh, he tried to spear the one in using the 6 as a backboard. Look at where this finished. This could have finished a little bit better for Fedor, but it didn't.
Cue ball over behind. Oh, he's played it inside. Oof.
That's the shot. What a hit. Look at the cue ball
That
speed.
shot Fedor's just played is, for a 23-year-old to even think of that, I think just shows the skill level of this guy. Just incredible.
Ugh. Things just not going Pagulayan's way.
Yeah, you called it very, very true. Caught the 5 as well. So this is a little bit awkward.
And to your point earlier, he's not thinking miss, because if he does, he's probably going to.
Oh, that little flick on the 6 there just closed the pocket up. But now I think he's going to have to use that 6.
3 in the side or 3 in the corner? He's hit it a little heavy.
I must admit, Alex looked tired as he walked round the table there, kind of stretching his neck.
Very grueling tournament, and he's got a lot of body movement. His confidence is lacking. You can see it. I know it's hard to believe in round 14, but this tournament is beyond grueling. It's almost impossible to explain.
Well, Alex has done it all throughout his career. World champion in 2004, US Open 2005. He actually won this event.
Are on another level. Is Fedor looking to come off of the 6 with the 4? No, he used it clean. He's going to have to avoid the 9 here. You've got to wonder if he's going to kill this with a top inside English and kind of bend the cue ball. Or can he hit the 5 thin and come 3 rails, missing the 9 and 7, Mark?
Yeah, I think he's going with power here. Beautifully stroked around. Knew exactly where that cue ball was going.
Yes, he did. Come off here 2 rails towards the 7 with a little low left, possibly. I think he wants to avoid the 8 at all costs. So this is a punch draw, or actually just get through the cue ball here with a little low left, just like so.
There's that action again, Scott. It's almost, he's really feeling the shot. He's like, it's so hard to explain, but he just seems to be getting through the ball better than anyone I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he uses a lot of power, and he gets more action off the cue ball than most people. Let's all admit it, right? He's got rock solid fundamentals. And Fedor Gorst on the way to a 4-0 lead.
I'd have to say, I believe Tyler, I always get them mixed up. Tyler Steyer has probably the soundest play on tight pockets, but it's just technically wise, you have to be a little bit more sharp.
No, I totally agree. The Americans, including myself, Shane Van Boning, a lot of players grew up, and maybe it does go. But Alex seems to be making it difficult on himself. Let's see if he can get out. 7 lays up in the lower left corner. I don't see many problems here. He's got to knock the 3 down. Nice and clean.
Yes, you're absolutely correct. He did.
And he got close, right? He's got to get a little confidence underneath his belt. He's looking pretty good. He stayed pretty solid. He stays still, Mark. Keeps getting down and going through the ball. Problems.
Reminds me hugely of Alex Higgins and his namesake, you know. Energetic little man who's always running around the venues.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of research on Mr. Higgins. He had a little flinch there, but what a legend Mr. Higgins is, Mr. Alex Higgins.
Well, it started out with a miss on the 9 ball, the first rack we caught a glimpse of. This time,
Pagulayan looking to pocket this 1 in the top side pocket. It's come short. He's hit him a fraction thin. He needs a rub off the cue ball. He didn't get it. And these balls are laying up nice for Gorst.
This is exactly the layout you want after you've just sat out the rack. Maybe not going cold, but, you know, want to get that arm going again. And what an opportunity this is.
And as you've pointed out many times already, Mark, the cue ball takes its own pace with the stroke of Fedor Gorst. He gets through the ball. Look at that. He's not hitting the ball hard, and he's getting through the ball more than just about any player you'll ever see. But the difference about Fedor Gorst and all these other great players is that Fedor does it every single time.
And that's why he's won what he's won. I mean, the guy already is an enigma at just 23 years old. And I'm telling you now, if I was a young player coming into the game now, I would be looking through the phone book. I'll be asking Google, where can I find Johan Reisnick? I want to get hold of him. I want to work with Johan because I believe he is the top coach in the world. That's just my opinion, of course. Oh, and this has gone wrong. I can remember back in 1978, I believe it was. I was 16 years old. I went to one of the top snooker coaches at the time called Jack Carnham. He's also a commentator and a billiard world champion, actually. And we played a frame just so he could have a look at me. And he said, do you know what? He said, I haven't seen you finish one shot yet. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, you don't finish the shot. Exactly what you just spoke about. Watch this Q-tip through the ball, look. Beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing. Even if he has a little bunt to a side pocket or just a soft roll, he's always finishing. Whereas most of your players just have that tendency subconsciously to pull back or to stop the Q-tip. Let that Q-tip go all the way through. It's easier said than done. But if you do, things will get good. Yes, Mark, and the shot on the 5 as he was elevated on the 8 tells me what kind of condition Fedor Gorst is in. He played the ball 2 rails. He was completely elevated over the 8. Comes away with a shot. Pagulayan is in real trouble. Well, he's missed the 1. This is tricky.
What a shot. What a shot, Alex Pagulayan.
This 2 ball in the lower left corner next. Unless he thinks he can hold it there. Oof. Kind of a drag shot. Just like so.
I watched a clip last night of a snooker player.
I was deep in the 1 pocket. I went to spot a ball and it slipped out of my hand over the pile of balls and opened them all up. and they allowed me to get away with it back then, and we tried to move them all back. He's not confident, and it seems like every rack is just a struggle for him. Really important, and it's easy to miss this ball.
Yeah, nicely done. Another thing that reminds me of him and Alex Higgins is always seems to be living on the edge kind of thing. You know, you'd never put your money or your house on him making the all-important ball. You would Fedor, but maybe not this guy. He just seems to have got all that nervous energy that shows in his cue action and body language.
Yeah, that being said, Mark, for a long time, Pagulayan was the guy that people would put their money on, and SVB, no doubt.
Thanks for asking them questions as we see the break. Well, there's one problem gone. The 6 ball now goes. That was a really nice little shot he's played there. Had the perfect angle to just nudge into the 7, hold for the 5. Now the 6 goes, Scott.
Yeah, and you almost wonder the way he hit that. He used a low left English and kind of drugged the cue ball. You almost wonder if he had to swerve that, but either here nor there, he's moved the 7, like you said, and it looks like he's getting more comfortable. Is it too little, too late? That's the question. He did use the inside English, Mark. Yes, he did. Yeah, nicely done. Very nicely done. A little flinchy, a little snatchy, but he gets the job done. Efren Reyes does the same thing at 69 years old, and this guy is still beating everybody. So if it works for him, why not work for Pagulayan? I'm a one-pocket player, that's what I'll say. I don't really know. But whatever he looked at, I don't think that Pagulayan made the intended receiver, which was the one in the side. Well, I've called that wrong. He was real flinchy.
Somewhere. Well, he could pot it. Oh, this is unlucky. This is super unlucky if it goes. Oh, he's okay. But even though this one ball is over the pocket, it's never easy to just judge when you're so close. And it's gone a little bit close to the rail, but should be okay. The 4 ball as we look. Oh, he's going forwards, is he?
I don't know what I think he's going to punch this, and that's what he did. He didn't get enough of it. Towards the 8 and 7, he's dealing with some traffic. Does he shoot this? Yeah, he used the 5. I like this play.
What a shot that is. Looks good. What a shot this is from Alex Pagulayan. Unlucky. The Ghost. I don't really like that, to be honest, but don't see the relevance of it. I think the robot would be much better.
Yeah, a lot of us in the States still call him the robot.
Probably harder than anyone else in the game, apart from Shane, possibly. Nice shot. Played with high left 10.
Yeah, and watch this cue finish. Look at that cue finish on this with me, but when I get tired or don't feel right, my finish is nowhere near Fedor Gorst. And look at Fedor Gorst take another 3-game lead in this game 9.
Yeah, even on the break. Watch this break stroke. Exactly the same. Doesn't change it.
I'm a little surprised. I thought he made the one again. Nothing easy, so he's going to use 259 here or play a two-way. Yeah, he's going to use 259. You got to believe that he tried to come behind the one there. I agree, Mark. The way he's set up there, it looks like that. Nice call. Wow, I'm surprised at this. I don't know if it was intentional.
Yeah, and Alex on one foul. We are playing 3 foul. It'd be quite a feat, I think, to 3 foul Alex Pagulayan. You'd have to come up with something special. Mr. Massey, they were flabbergasted by the shot.
I'm flabbergasted by this shot. I see what he was trying to do. I guarantee you it's on one hand on camera. Off camera, we don't know.
Just got to be careful. Just before the side pocket. Oh, look at this for a shot. Oh, he's missed it. It's 3 foul. It's going to be the rack to Fedor Gorst. He will lead 7 racks to 3.
I got to interview him on my cell phone. It was an emotional time. Efren and I have spent a lot of time playing one another. But I was moved. I was sincerely moved by his finish in this one-pocket event. It was absolutely astonishing at 69 years old. Just Efren, me going up there, I'm a little bit shy of myself kind of doing things like that. So I gave it to Melina Mike.
Yeah, other than that, in the same pocket as the 2's going. Wow, he's nudged into it. Has he ruined the combo?
I'm a little surprised he's not coming off the top side of this, just welding Fedor behind the 5. He's moved the 4, was the 4 in the path. That being said, Mark, Fedor going to take ball in hand with the 3 in the side. These balls, once again, maybe the 5 to the 6 could be a little problem. Maybe.
He's just so good though, isn't he? Can just drop this in. And now play the draw shot.
I hate using the word problem. I should have never said that with Fedor at the table.
Yeah, I mean, nothing's a problem. And, you know, the great thing is he trusts his fundamentals as well. And that's such a huge part. Being able to, you know, just concentrate on the actual shot, knowing that your fundamentals are going to be fine. It's just a little draw shot here. Now, leaving a little bit of distance again on the 6. Not a problem for Fedor Gorst. Just beautiful.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. He's got options here. He could come 2 rails tight or 1 rail up. He'll probably choose the 1 rail up because he's so confident with the inside English. But 9-ball players, or excuse me, rotation players love to use that low outside English. And that's what he's going to do, Mark.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan of that shot because it allows you to keep the stroke the same. You can feel the shot. It just seems more natural, even though that may be a bit of a contradiction, but it just feels more natural, I think, for the modern player to play that rather than letting the cue ball go where it wants to go.
I have to agree. And the other thing it does is it takes away the skid. If there is any dirt on the ball, when you're using that outside English with a little bit of pace, it takes away the skid, gives these players more confidence in pocketing the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, prime position on this 8 ball just to draw down. Perfect on this 9 ball to get Fedor Gorst on the hill. Gorst the ghost robot, call him what you want. Just pretty to watch, brilliant. Same result. Same result exactly. Can he get through to the 1 again? And this break box is just slightly larger, so maybe they're not just finding that little sweet spot. They've not got that same kind of marker to go to, you know?
That's a really interesting point. Maybe they're... Fascinating point you just mentioned right there. Leave it to you to come up with that.
Not drawing on the table, but, you know, judging where the matchroom break box is and kind of giving yourself a reference to where it actually is on the table, you know, just by ball widths or something. Is it a ball and a half? Is it 2 balls different? Just try and find something.
Might make a difference.
In the Masters, Max Lechner, he had the rounded chalk and...
But the round chalk is a serious challenge. Side pocket, does he come all the way out? I think he comes all the way out. It carries him to the 8. Just like so. He'd like to get a little flatter or a little straighter on this ball, but he's okay. He's going to have to pinch this.
That's why he's just moved it.
Yeah. Didn't want to get flat or straight on this ball. Big shot right here to keep himself alive in this match. Fedor Gorst on the hill. It's wiped its feet. The cue ball isn't right where he wanted it, but it should work out. He is, and it's kind of fascinating that they're using that line all the way out. I guess it's just a subconscious thing that they think they need to do. The 2 is down, but the 1 nowhere close to the side pocket. And he's faced once again.
We'll have a look at the 3. Should he make the 1? If he doesn't, he might get some cover.
I thought he was too steep. That's a great call. I thought he was way too steep on the bank. That's a great call. He played a 2-way. And looky there, I am wrong again. So I am also... I'm wondering if he's going to use the purple 4 and maybe try and cover Pagulayan on the 9. Okay, he went
exactly
at it.
What I thought, the 9. Oh.
Well, he's caught at a hair fat mark, and
well, going to round 14, you could usually expect to win 2 tournaments. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be present 2 years ago as well, when I was just spectating, just kind of getting a...
Did a lot of damage in my youth at this tournament, but at the current moment, Fedor Gorst is doing a lot of damage and looks like he's going to run away with this match.
Just a slight angle to allow himself to draw back. And now it's just a stop shot on this 7.
Looks like tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, as they say in Russia, it will be dos vidania. It will be goodbye, Alex Pagulayan.
Das vidania. Fedor's made a lot less errors this match, right? And I think that the winning player proves once again why he's the winning player. He's made fewer errors and played a great match. Mark, it's been an honor to commentate with you. Go ahead and close us on out, brother.